your turn to
Oh, is it for me?
consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT,
And I'm Drew.
and we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired.
Hey, bud, welcome back to the show.
Hey, nice to be back.
Yeah,
So, what have you been up to lately?
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I know. Privilege and all. No, man, super busy. Super busy. You know how, I don't know if you've seen this clip from Kelly Clarkson, who was talking to one of the guys that played Spider-Man. The latest and greatest Spider-Man. It was the evil guy that kind of like messed with Spider-Man's head and did all like the effects. Yeah. She was saying, have you ever worked a normal job? And he was like, normal job? Like, it's a funny clip, but she's, pretty much just saying, hey, have you done anything outside of acting?
Okay.
So at my normal job, outside of podcasting, yeah, man, it's just been crazy.
Yeah, been pretty busy.
Yeah, just nonstop, and I don't think it's going to stop for a long time.
Well, I mean, there's pros and cons with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Time goes by quicker. Con,
Yes.
time goes by quicker.
Well, I can't say that's a con. That's a pro. But what it does is it mentally drains you at the end of the day. So when you're driving home, you're like, I don't want to do nothing.
Yep. I've felt that the past couple days myself.
Yeah.
Get home and just want to crash.
Yes. Sit in your chair and just, So.
Shoot, sometimes you get those feelings at work. Don't ever act on them, but sometimes they're there. It's a struggle.
Yeah, it is. Didn't you have a person that you knew that used to do that at work?
I sure did.
I sure did. Talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I would catch him. Our office had a little clear window divider, kind of like a drive-through window.
Yeah.
And I would every now and then glance over there, and dude would have his head resting on his arm, kind of like on his fist, making like a triangle. You put your hand on your desk and you rest on your fist.
Yeah.
And his eyes were closed. It's like, and we work in a customer service industry. You can't do that.
No, yeah.
So I'd pick up my phone and call his desk, and I'd watch him freak out, startle, wake up and everything. And he'd be like, no, I wasn't sleeping, man. I'm reading. Seriously?
I'm reading this new policy that just came out.
Yeah, reading. Your computer is facing the other way. Your head is down. I've seen your head almost slip out from underneath your fist.
Couple times,
but you're just reading. Like, come on.
Did you ever turn his monitor around?
No, what I should have done is gone over there and pulled his arm out.
See, what you should have did is just slightly pull out the power cord, go back, and then call him. And he's like, no, I'm reading. And we're like, really? Your computer screen's not on?
What page are you on?
Yeah, hey, can you get me a paperclip extender?
Yeah, that hair sample you got me's gone bad. I'm going to need another one.
Yeah.
By the way, I have one for you to collect as well. Oops.
Yeah. I did it again.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah. It's only nice when it's dry.
Oh, you're not lying. I had a scare the other day.
Oh, well, let's hold that off for another time, another show, another place.
Yeah, we'll hold it off for another 5 months.
Yeah, we'll forget about talking about it, and then it'll be talk about it again.
Scary season again.
Well, we have got a show for you today, boss.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So what's on the docket?
So, that it's been a while, but that the White House is now talking about UFOs.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
are you sure these aren't just Chinese spy balloons?
We'll talk about that too.
Oh, gosh.
But we're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into what's going on in the background. Why is this such a hot topic now? When we grew up, this wasn't really a thing. And then, talk about, solar panels.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I touched one.
Oh, lucky.
I know. You got to get on my level, man.
Oh, I can never be as white as you, but I can try.
Well, just get on my level.
I can try.
I believe in you. Just hang out with me more. I'll teach you how to be white.
I don't want to be ghetto white, man. Come on.
What's wrong with rednecks?
Calm down there, Kid Rock. So UFOs.
Oh. Yeah, so UFOs. They are in the news more and more. I don't know if you've ever watched like the History Channel.
Yeah.
If our audience have watched the History Channel about ancient aliens and all this stuff. And that stuff's been out for decades.
Yeah.
Right? The guy that pops on there and
the wild hair.
Yes, and he's like, aliens, like
yes.
It's a meme and all that.
Yep.
Well, he started out and he had nice hair, and then as the years went on, it just got crazier and crazier.
Those aliens, man.
So now the U.S. government, again, it's been a while since they've been talking about it, have confirmed that the pilots in the air have have interacted with these things.
Oh, okay.
So you've seen the videos, you've seen the memes, you've seen the GIFs, you've seen the short clips, whatever you want to call them, of like the F-18s or the Air Force with their F-22s, and they're trying to go like Mach 100 bazillion, trying to keep up with these things, and they're just like little Tic Tac sizes, or they're huge little cylinders, or they're blobs, or whatever. They're as you would describe, like a UFO, where it's like a disc type shape and it's got a bubble on top and the bottom. It's becoming more and more apparent. So why would you think that the government is, hey, yeah, let's these things could be real, let's talk about them, in the time that we're in now?
My own opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wrong. So
I
these
was gonna
things
say,
are
I was gonna say distraction.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now with the Biden family and Hunter, and what's true, what's not true, what's fake news, what's real, what hey, we found new evidence, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on elections. We're all kinds of campaigns to trash the other side of the aisle, and these people suck and I'm better. You need to look at me. And I think personally, I don't think it's ever going to go away, no matter what party, but there's a lot of distractions.
Yeah, definitely. Where it's like, oh, don't look at this. Oh, look, shiny object in the sky. What's that? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we don't have a laptop. I don't know what you're talking about.
Laptop? What's that? Yeah.
Laptop? Never heard of her.
Laptop. I barely know her. Come on.
But, so you think it's a distraction. I agree that it's a distraction. You know that, which one was it? Bill Clinton and George Bush, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Don't take that one to the bank. But I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton brought out individual in an alien costume when they were like, "Oh, Area 51 is a real place." And
really?
Oh yeah. This clip is old.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah. So, but now, if you've really dove into it like I have,
mm-hmm.
they're talking about UFOs and USOs, which are unidentified submerged objects where they can go underwater.
Oh.
Yeah. So these things like define physics as we know it. There's a TV show, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's on Discovery Channel. Discovery Plus is how I get to it. It's called the what do they call it? Ranch. Some sort of ranch. Oh, I'm going to get it. Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, yeah. Skinwalkers.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Skinwalker Ranch in northern Utah, where they've had a guy who worked for NASA for 20 plus years, maybe 30 years, doing sciencey stuff, physics stuff, way above my knowledge range. And they're going out there and they're actually doing scientific research, according to these guys. Which I'm not saying that they're not doing credible research. I'm not saying that they are. I'm just, according to these guys, they're doing research. And it's very interesting on what they're coming up with as far as data-wise. If you haven't watched the show, I'm gonna spoil it for you. I probably won't, because if you're this far into the episode, you've probably already seen it. But they've taken like drones and helicopters, and they've done what's called LiDAR around certain parts of the area. There's one particular part called the Triangle, and
I've been there.
Not Bermuda.
No, Keesler.
Oh, yeah, I was there too. I totally forgot about the Triangle.
Do the Keesler Shuffle around the Triangle. Come on.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, real quick. So I put in a search for Bill Clinton alien picture.
Yeah.
Dude, the tabloids have this story covered. My steamy nights with Hillary and UFO love fest. Hillary Clinton adopts alien baby. Alien and slammer after fistfight with Bill over Hillary. President Clinton rides in UFO. Space alien endorses Bill Clinton. It really kind of paints a different picture than what I'm used to when I hear aliens endorsing the president. I'm usually thinking of the southern border.
The Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, it did not mean to interrupt.
No, you did. It's okay. I'm used to it.
You should be.
Yeah, I should be, but I get mad every single time. Feeling appreciated.
White power.
But we're not talking about what Duncan's run on. Okay. But yeah, so they've found these lights in the skies and potential what they're calling portals and stuff.
Okay.
So if you haven't watched it, you've got to watch it, bud. It's pretty interesting. It'll get the gears going. But it's, again, and we're going to go back to what we began with. It seems like it is a distraction of what is happening in the political spectrum of, again, don't look over here. Here's a shiny object. What's this? Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, what is really happening behind the scenes?
Oh, there's a lot that's going on. We've covered this in a couple of our previous episodes, some of the things that have been going on in the background.
Yeah. One of the big ones that have come out is the bank collapse.
Yes.
So they're having some big problems with the financial.
Well, and it wasn't just one.
Oh, no. I think we're up to 4 now.
Yeah, it was kind of one right after the other there. Some big banks, too. And then the weakening of the U.S. dollar.
Yes.
Groceries are still expensive. Food is expensive. Gas is expensive, but it fluctuates. I mean, there's... I think we saw a video the other day where the press secretary came out saying how this president has done the most for our immigration policies and reduced illegal immigration over 90-something%. Like, if you're going to lie, make it at least a believable lie.
Yeah.
You know, oh, yeah, we've reduced it 23%. That's more believable than 90-something.
Yeah.
So we've got all that, domestically, foreign. There's a lot going on with China, Russia, Ukraine, Africa, even. Some of these other countries that are deciding to, hey, we're going to back China, or we're going to back Russia, or you know what, hey, stuff's getting closer to hitting the fan. We're going to go ahead and start making alliances here.
Yeah. Now the pieces on the board seem to be getting set for what's inevitably about to come.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not watching, and I'm not going to say you're not prepping, I'm not going to say that, but if you're at least not buying an extra can at the store when you go, or you're not buying like extra pasta or something, you could be hit where it hurts most, and maybe not be able to afford it down the line.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm not, you got to be a prepper and go out and buy all this stuff and 30-year freeze-dried food or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, because I'm not an expert and Drew's not an expert, so we won't tell you that. But, maybe an extra can of beans, or maybe extra bag of beans, or maybe an extra bag of pasta or something, just to keep it for when this rainy day seems to be approaching.
Yeah. And shoot, maybe we're wrong altogether, and there's just a bad weather day, and you're stuck inside, and now you've got an extra can of food.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of freezing things, because you mentioned like freeze-drying food for 30 years or something.
Yeah.
I pulled up an article from The Guardian, and it says that this was from just a few days ago, but they're talking that in a few days, I don't even know what measurement that is, but a probe will be blasted into space on an 8-year mission to find signs of life on other worlds in our solar system. The spacecraft will not head to local destinations such as Mars. However, instead it will fly into deep space and survey the icy moons of distant Jupiter. In doing so, it'll open up new chapters in the hunt for extraterrestrial life.
Yeah, have you heard about Europa?
No, I sure haven't.
Where are you, man? You under a rock or something?
That's racist.
No, it's not.
You know I like rocks.
I do too. Flint rocks right now.
Yeah, that's true.
My favorite is Rose Court. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, gotta have a little spice in my life every now and again.
Hi. So there's Europa. There's Io or Io.
Mm-hmm. Io.
There's Callisto. There's Ganymede.
Mm-hmm.
And Earth's moon. They're showing them side by side for like size comparisons.
Oh, yes.
So Earth's moon was roughly kind of in between Europa and Io, a little bit bigger than Europa, maybe not quite as big as Io.
Yeah.
Golly. Yeah, so Earth's moon is 2,159.1 miles in diameter.
Okay.
And Jupiter's largest moon, Ganymede, is 3,273.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you got to consider Jupiter captured those. Ours, the theory is it came from us.
Interesting.
Yeah. You haven't heard that theory?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. I thought I've taught you better than this.
You have teached me.
Right. Yeah, so
come on, you probably did. I just forgot.
Yeah, you're probably right. So a Mars-sized planet slammed into Earth. In the beginning, this is before we even had like crust.
Like
right?
Pizza crust?
Earth crust, but yeah, kind of like pizza crust.
Okay.
So it slammed into us, and it hit us at an angle. And because it hit us at an angle, parts of that planet and Earth split out into space, and then it started orbiting. And then from that orbit, we got the moon. That is the theory.
Interesting.
Yes. Which is why which is why the moon is bigger, is one of the biggest ones on the inside orbits, out, not in the gas giant area, but the inner solar system. It's the biggest moon compared to the planet that is on the inner solar system, not the outer solar system.
Okay.
Comparison to size.
Interesting.
Yes. But, so Europa, scientists have come out saying that there is about 6 miles of ice that is on the surface of Europa, but underneath it would be like a vast ocean. And what they're thinking is if there's life underneath that ice, then there's life everywhere in the universe.
It's an interesting hypothesis.
Okay. What makes it interesting?
Well, they're putting all their eggs in the basket that if there's life in Jupiter's moon's ocean or ice, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Ice moon,
that there's life basically in the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah, so like you don't have to have a rock planet that has liquid water in order to have life. You just need water. So if you have like a gas giant like Jupiter, who is the planetary tug for the moon, would keep water of some sort liquefied underneath the surface. So it would have how we have plate tectonics and we have volcanoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we have volcanoes underneath the ocean. Mm-hmm. So they're thinking that maybe the tug of Jupiter would activate that volcanic reaction instead of the sun, which is what causes ours. So we have the heat of the sun that liquefies the water on the surface, and then we have volcanic stressors for our tectonic plates because of the sun, the tug of the sun, the tug of the moon, and the tug of Jupiter. So we're getting tugged. We can't feel it, but the Earth does. And that's what causes all the volcanic eruptions. Again, another theory. I don't know. They've probably got some sort of proof that happens.
Yeah,
Speaking
so
of
they're
space,
saying
though,
it looks like life would not be on the surface, but just in the ocean.
Okay, well, we don't listen to JT, though.
Because Europa's surface is blasted by radiation from Jupiter. And that's a bad thing for life on the surface. It couldn't survive.
Yeah, no kidding.
But the radiation could create fuel for life in the ocean below. Did you know... So I'm looking at a picture here. It's got a little graph of Europa and the different layers. Mm-hmm. So they have the surface, then they have about 6 miles of ice, and then the liquid ocean, and it's about 60 miles deep.
Hey, did you know on 277 in town?
No.
There used to be
on 14th.
No. On 277.
Nope.
There used to be a Dickies.
Wrong side of the road, my friend.
And then they converted it over to
It turns into 277
Domino's.
by Stripes.
It turns into 277 after the bridge.
No, dog. No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not for about 6 miles of ice. Then it turns into 277. You have entered the Twilight Zone.
If you were in the studio, I'd throw something at you.
Yeah. I figured as much. I thought you'd enjoy that. Ooh, what is the else? NASA says Europa could have the essential ingredients needed for life: water, chemistry, and energy.
You know what's another planet that may potentially have life?
Earth.
Titan. It's Saturn's biggest moon.
Yeah, I remember the Titans.
Word.
Ooh, doing nice. So Saturn's moon, you said?
Yeah, Titan. It would be a different kind of life, but
Interesting.
It could potentially have life because it's got
some kind of microbial life or something.
It's got a thick enough atmosphere, like Earth.
Where was ET from?
I don't know. I've got one here at the house if you want one.
No, I've seen them. Their eyes don't open very well. Yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Very.
When we were going through grade school, it was just, hey, learn these 9 planets.
Yeah.
And now it's like, there's 8. Hey, there's like 9, and then 9 more, and then more on top of that. And
well, there's 8.
Then you do your...
There's 8 planets now.
Your, what do they call that? Your Common Core math, and then you subdivide and find the numerator and the square root, and then there's 8.
You talking about... Yeah, we didn't have Common Core math. I don't know what that is.
Shoot. All I know is the name. Couldn't tell you what did he do.
I couldn't either. I could not either. Did you know, changing topics, that scientists have found a new way to absorb the sun's energy?
With your giant?
No, there's a pimple on mine. So... I'm going to get this wrong, and somebody correct me in the comments. But perovskite, maybe? Perovskite? Perovskite?
It's pronounced comrade.
Yes. Could be more efficient and cheaper than traditional silicon to absorb the sunlight. And they discovered this back, I think, in like 2016 or 2018. So that is interesting. I don't believe that they are using this particular material right now in Big Boy products because I can't talk right now.
Okay.
But silicon, this material can absorb 21% more solar light. That is light. Solar can absorb the sunlight 26% better than silicon. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And has anyone ever thought to maybe just get completely off the grid? I think we talked about this in our last season.
Yeah, we did talk about it in season 2. And we even had an interview with somebody, not talking about getting completely off the grid, but becoming more self-reliant.
Yeah. She was wonderful.
Just so you know,
I
might shave and change my skin tone soon.
What?
Yeah. According to CNN, Texas massacre suspect is in custody after a manhunt, and he's brown and has a mustache. And I'm brown and have a mustache.
What does that got to do with you, though?
So I need to shave and change my skin tone.
No, don't do that. They've already got him in custody.
He's accused of killing 5 people, including a 9-year-old.
Where was this at?
Ooh. I started watching a show last night. I don't remember the name of it. I say started. Didn't finish it. Not going to. But these people were at a mall, and they're like cops that are not on duty, or they're FBI or something. And they're just shopping with their family, Christmas shopping. And they start to hear gunshots, and they hear people running and all this stuff. So they're, taking the tactical approach, and all right, let's hide the family members. Let's try to crowd control and get people moving. And you call the cops, and we're going to go search for this guy because they have their weapons on him.
Okay. In a mall.
Shopping mall, indoors.
Oh. Okay.
And the first thing the one guy asks his partner, he's like, "Oh, do you have your weapon on you?" And she's like, "Yes." Okay. And every time the gunman shoots, she's counting. And he's like, "Well, I only have 10 rounds. How many do you have?" And she's like, "Oh, I've got 15. She goes, "Sounds like he has a high-capacity magazine." So that was red flag number 1 for me.
Okay.
And then they go on. They get closer, and you can hear the guy. I mean, it's essentially a fully automatic rifle. There's no 3-round burst or anything. It's just like fully automatic. And he'll go maybe 2 or 3 seconds and then let off, and then 2 or 3 seconds more and then let off. No way it's a semi-automatic. So as they approach and they get closer and closer, and you can already hear the firing in the background, the one looks at the other and goes, "He's not using a handgun." But the whole time that they're having this exchange and they're getting closer, I can just feel the narrative being pushed down my throat. Oh, okay. Trigger words. High-capacity magazine. Yeah. Not a handgun. It's not, or what did I say? It's an automatic whatever, blah, blah, like all these, again, red flags that in real life, 1, what he's doing is illegal. 2, if that were really possessed by that gunman and being used by that gunman, what it is illegal.
Yes.
But so I was like, yeah, we're not going to watch this show anymore.
Wow. Do you remember the name of that show?
I don't, for the life of me. It was on... What was it on? I think it was on Peacock.
Okay.
But I don't remember.
So one of those free...
Yeah.
Free app ones?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of Hollywood... I guess not politicizing, but pushing a narrative that is completely out there.
Well, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just regurgitating talking points.
Yeah, from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So, where you saw that Congresswoman... was she from Texas? I don't remember. She said, I held one and it felt like 10 moving boxes that you would load into a vehicle. It's like,
yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Because a normal off-the-shelf AR-15 is like 6 pounds.
Yep.
I don't know about you, lady, but I've carried heavier boxes than that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, these individuals here, I mean, it doesn't matter what side. Well, I guess it does. It does matter what side of the aisle you're on. But an automatic anything is illegal.
Yep.
In the state. Handgun, rifle, grenade launcher, whatever you want to call it, machine gun, all of that is illegal to possess. What you cannot tell me, because I will never believe it, and I'm gonna shut off a lot of people, is you cannot tell me that I do not need a 30-round magazine for hunting. You cannot tell me that. Have you been down to where hogs have come in and just infested the area? You're not shooting one. You're shooting 15 of them. You're shooting 5 of them. You're shooting 10 of them. They're in a pack, and you've got to take care of the entire pack. Now, I have seen an individual kill younger hogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
With an air rifle. So not a firearm, it's an air rifle. It's just got the little bead or pellet.
Yeah.
But it's a 357.
Oh.
So he's not going out and shooting them with a little 22. He has to use a higher caliber pellet, but he's taking them out with an air rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this air rifle is under 2,000 pounds of pressure. I'm not saying it's shooting 2,000 pounds of pressure every time, but the canister of air that it's holding has 2,000 pounds of pressure in it. And it's a very nice looking gun. Would I get one? No, because I think they're like almost $400. And I think at that price point, I'm just going to get a firearm. But have I hunted with an air rifle before? Yes, 100%. Does it kill vermin like I want to? Yes, 100% it does. I would use it on like field mice or raccoons or skunks or something that's a nuisance. If I need to take down a herd or a pack of hogs, I'm going to use something that's going to take them down. And I need more than just 5 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, look at that movie that just came out recently, Cocaine Bear. What if, in all seriousness, what if the animal is nuts or isn't right? What if it's rabid? What if it's... I mean, we've seen this with policemen and criminals that are hyped up on drugs, and it doesn't matter. They could be using a larger caliber or a taser, or they could be fighting them fist to fist or with a baton or whatever, but the person's so amped up, they're not feeling any of that. They're not going down so easy.
No, they're not. And a 9mm isn't going to do it, even if you have 15 rounds in there.
So it just depends where you place them, but yeah.
That's true, but even a person that's hyped up on methamphetamines or cocaine or the one that came out, this is been since 2018, bath salt, that turns people into living zombies. The police officer had to shoot him 8 times in order to get him down. Yeah. And he was using the standard 9mm issued firearm. Mm-hmm. So, but his comments was, it was like a zombie apocalypse. It was crazy. I have never seen anything like that before. Yeah. So, yeah, if something like that approaches me, I'm going to want a 45 or something that has a lot of rounds in it.
Well, and I wouldn't even say that's a lot of rounds. What does it matter? 30 rounds, 10 rounds. If I've got 3 magazines and I'm quick at reloading, if I've got 10 magazines, if I've got 20 magazines, if I've got however many. I mean, it's just like the whole semi-automatic argument. No, it's fully semi-automatic. It can kill faster. No, it can kill as fast as your finger can pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Some people may be quicker than others.
Yeah. Or, why take it away from everybody if only not even 1% is doing this?
Because it'll make it safer for everybody. Remember, I know what's best for you.
99.9% of law-abiding citizens have never used their firearm in illegal ways.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, apparently I don't. But I would love to go to Congress and debate this.
I do. Affiliate link below.
Not below? No.
Dang it. Speaking of not a Rubicon. Oh, am I allowed to say that name?
Oh, I don't know.
Guess we'll find out.
I guess so.
If you're listening, buddy, we appreciate you and your videos.
Yes.
Very, very insightful.
Yes, very informative. Love the sarcasm. Keep it up. And you're going to do what you're going to do, but we love you over here.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're from California.
We'll forgive that.
Yeah. Forgive you every day.
All right. Well, but I've got to say, this has probably been one of our more random shows.
Yes. Yes,
Talking,
it has.
A little bit about a few things there. I don't even remember what we started with, but I'm sure it was good. Hopefully you all agree.
Yeah, well, it started with the magazines.
Magazines. Wait.
Oh, no, your show, your TV show.
My TV show?
Yeah, your TV show that you started watching you couldn't remember the name of on Peacock.
That's not what we started with.
That's what we're going to start with because this is going to be 2 shows, jerkwad.
When did we get ice cream?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, speaking of, that dip cone at lunch hit the spot.
Did it? See, I probably needed that because the M&Ms just melted on my desk and I had to get rid of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. You know, DQ is not what I love about Texas.
No.
I love Brahms.
Ooh, yes. Brahms.
You know, that's us North Texas boys.
What do fat zombies eat? Brahms.
Yes, I do. They don't eat brains. We want Brahms.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming, bud.
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.